Hi everybody, I am Barb Steinberg, life coach for teen girls and parent coach for parents of tween and teen girls and speaker on teen girl issues. Today I wanted to talk about a really popular topic that I hear about from girls that I coach all the time, and definitely from their parents as well. But pretty much every time I ask a girl, how are you feeling? The first word that comes out of her mouth is tired. And to be honest with you, so many of them that I see, they really do look tired. They look exhausted. I can think of one girl I was coaching this year that was having such a hard time getting over mono because she was just so bone tired. And one of the reasons for this kind of, I hate to use the word epidemic, that sounds kind of dramatic, but this epidemic of tired teenagers is digital technology. So let's dive into that. You guys may not know this. I was really surprised when I heard this information that medical professionals recommend that our teenagers get between 9 and 13 hours of sleep. Doesn't that sound like a ton? And it really is reminiscent of toddlers. And because of brain development, there's so much brain development going on in a toddler and in an adolescent. So that takes a lot of work, all that brain development. So it can tire out the body. The body needs sleep. So I know many girls in general that are getting maybe 7 hours or less. And a lot of girls actually think 7 hours is good. And it just isn't for everything that's going on internally, biologically, and externally. So we know that one of the culprits of this is digital technology, phones and computers. So we know why they want to be on their phones and their computers. There's lots of entertaining, fun stuff. And there's a lot of connections with peers going on. And who wants to miss out on any of that? Nobody wants some FOMO. So they tend to, if allowed, be on their phones really late at night. And in some cases, what happens is when they're on this digital technology, phones, computers, where that blue light is shining in their eyes, the brain gets a message where it impacts and interferes with melatonin, and that's the hormone that causes us to feel sleepy and want to go to sleep. So the brain feels awake and believes that it's awake, so it makes it harder to go to sleep. That's what the blue light does. So that's one of the major reasons why we don't want them to have those phones and computers when it's around bedtime. Another issue, so their beds. So many girls that I coach, basically their beds are like their offices. Everything that they're doing is happening in their bed where they're supposed to be sleeping. So they're doing homework there, and they're watching TV there, and they're scrolling through social media sites and sending Snapchats and Instagram posts and texts and FaceTiming. I mean, lots and lots and lots of stuff's going on in the bed besides sleeping. So the tricky part about that is that your body, it actually associates our patterns and it believes that these patterns and now impacts and shapes our behavior. So what that means is that the body, when she lays down to go to sleep, the body's like, wait, what are you talking about? Like, this isn't where we sleep. We do all of these other things. This is where we're active, and we do all of these other things here. So it can make it harder for the body and the brain to relax and know, oh, this place is associated with sleep. This is where sleep happens. Whereas if I were to sit at a desk, that's where homework happens. So encouraging your girls to find some other places to watch TV or to do their homework, whether it's on the floor. I don't know why they all love the floor so much, but they do. Or a desk, a kitchen table, or even your bed or a guest bedroom. If she needs to have a bed, just let it not be her bed. So that can definitely potentially help. So here's some other recommendations. No devices, computers or phone. I'm going to throw out 1 hour before bedtime, but I think that could be hard for some girls. So 30 minutes at a bare minimum, so their brains can rest and that melatonin can rise. They can, as we talked about, do homework anywhere other than her bed. If homework does involve a computer, as it often does, I would ask her to do that computer homework early, on the earlier side of the evening, rather than the last part of the evening right before she goes to sleep. And what else? Doing other form of leisure activities prior to bed. I know with my own teenager, I really encourage reading. He doesn't do it that very often, but I know that a lot of girls love to read, and that can really kind of power down the brain and get you sleepy. And watching TV can as well. Or honestly, a lot of girls that I coach, I've gotten them into meditation. So they'll have a little meditation that they listen to, or some soft music that they listen to. Again, that should be without their phone. And then in terms of removing that phone from their room is really important, right? Because it's such a draw, it's such a pull to get one last Instagram post or to one last Snapchat, or the phone is lighting up and they can feel it and see it, and then they want to get back on it. So charging those phones in your bedroom or your bathroom, somewhere where it's kind of far away from their bedroom and they can kind of forget about it for a little bit, or try to forget about it. If she's getting enough sleep, and you know that's awesome, then you are one of the lucky few, and you leave well enough alone. That's great. And if not, if she's on the beginning side of getting a phone, then you're going to want to be a little stricter with these rules and expectations. And if not, if she's had a phone for a while, then you might need to institute some of these if you feel like she's not getting enough sleep and she's tired and cranky a lot. So this is what's great about this, is that it's giving her time to practice how to manage phone time and computer time versus rest and sleep time. And we want her to get a lot of practice in before she heads off to college, and she's going to have to do this on her own. So we're going to help her out and give her a few years of practice before she gets there. So of course we know that the pros of getting enough sleep, and for parents, I think of course this is going to benefit our girls, but it's going to benefit us as well, because one of the big positives about getting enough sleep if you're an adolescent is that you now are able to regulate your emotions easier and better, right? So you're less moody, you're less reactive. And doesn't everybody want that from their teenager they live with? So there's that. There's having more focus and attention. You're able to take in all that information that you're supposed to be learning throughout the day. And when you're doing homework, you're less stressed, which is really important for so many girls out there today. And of course, they're getting sick less as well. Sleep is super restorative and healing. So many pros to that. So because of that, you want to stick to your guns. When you're taking her phone away and going to go charge it at 9 p.m. because her bedtime's 9:30, she is probably not going to be happy with you. Won't be the first time, won't be the last time. But it's so important. And you can tell her, I get it. I know you hate it that I'm taking your phone. If I were you, I'd feel the exact same way. But I'm going to do it because I love you and I care about you, and sleep is so important. And educate her. Let her know that she needs a minimum of 9 hours. So many girls don't even know that. So hopefully this has been helpful, or given you some either good ideas or some great reminders. So often as parents, we know this stuff. Sometimes we need a few reminders. So if you liked this Facebook Live, I hope that you'll comment below. Let us know how it's going in your house when it comes to sleep and digital technology. I hope you'll share it with your friends. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I hope that you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.